You can now drop a 100-page PDF into NotebookLM and minutes later get a fully animated documentary out. Google integrated a new media generation engine into this update, chaining 3 distinct AI models together to automate the entire production process. This update splits the output into 2 very different products, a rapid-fire short video overview and a long-form cinematic video overview. This side-by-side comparison shows the leap in capability. On the left, the older legacy system built basic slideshows using static images pulled directly from your text. On the right, the new cinematic tier uses the VO3 engine to actively generate original, fluid animation. This puts a target directly on the traditional corporate presentation workflow. It replaces hours of hunting for stock footage and building slide decks with a single automated process. But accessing that top-tier cinematic generation requires a massive financial commitment, Google's Ultra subscription, which costs $250 a month. That price tag buys access to the flagship Gemini 3 and VO3 models, along with a strictly enforced cap of 20 generated videos per day. The math forces a hard question. Is a $250 monthly fee an expensive toy for early adopters, or does it legitimately replace a freelance presentation designer? Answering that means looking past Google's one-click marketing promise and examining the brutal manual preparation actually required to make the system work. Most users start with a raw, unformatted 100-page PDF full of dense charts and bizarre fonts, and dumping it straight into the prompt box. That raw PDF causes the retrieval system to pull noisy data, blending distinct concepts together, leading to severe visual hallucinations. To fix this, you must manually curate the data, converting, trimming, and purging. Converting those complex documents into a clean, text-only format like Markdown removes confusing formatting. It stops the AI from trying to read a pie chart as a paragraph of text. You also have to manually segment the data. Stripping out irrelevant chapters forces the AI to focus strictly on the core message. The labor doesn't disappear. You are simply trading the time you used to spend editing a video timeline for upfront data janitorial work. The system's retrieval logic relies on clear semantic signals, meaning the quality of your video rests entirely on the hygiene of your text. If you skip that prep work, you can use the short video, powered by Gemini Flashlight. It takes your notes and spits out a 60-second vertical TikTok-style recap in exactly 4 seconds. But that speed comes with a ceiling. The short format lacks the depth, pacing, and visual polish required for a formal boardroom presentation or a client pitch. That level of polish requires the flagship cinematic video overview, driven by the heavyweight Gemini 3 and VO3 models. The cinematic engine generates its own custom visual metaphors. It builds a highly structured, narrated documentary that actively illustrates your concepts in motion. Shorts are fast, cheap consumables for quick studying. Cinematic videos are high-fidelity assets built to replace expensive corporate slide decks. There is one massive operational drawback to this $250 tier. Once the video is generated, you have zero ability to edit it. If the AI misinterprets your prompt or hallucinates a single graphic in minute 3, you cannot open a timeline and cut the mistake. Your only option is to throw the entire video away and regenerate it from scratch. And every time you hit that regenerate button, you burn one of your 20 strictly enforced daily tokens. This total lack of editing flexibility proves exactly why that grueling upfront data curation is non-negotiable. Skip it, and you waste your time while burning through your expensive daily limits. This quadrant chart maps the platform's reality. The vertical axis is output quality, and the horizontal is upfront data preparation. Dump a raw PDF and you land in the bottom left. Low effort, extremely low quality. Generating a short video sits right above it, yielding a usable mid-tier result. But cinematic generation reaches peak value in the top right, only when paired with heavy manual data curation. NotebookLM is simply not a magic button. Its value scales in direct proportion to the effort you put into cleaning your data before you press generate. If you are a student or an academic researcher, you should stick to the free or $8+ tiers. For literature synthesis and study prep, the standard audio overviews and short videos are incredibly effective. Upgrading to the $250 Ultra tier for studying is an aggressive waste of money. The math changes entirely for the corporate optimizer working in sales enablement or internal communications, someone with a budget but severe time constraints. Paying $250 a month and assigning a team member to strictly format text documents easily replaces the thousands of dollars you would normally spend on freelance motion graphics and presentation design. This tool is not a shortcut for lazy workflows. It is a strict formatting conversion engine. Put garbage data in and you will get expensive garbage out. But if you respect the data pipeline, it becomes the absolute most cost-effective corporate media synthesizer available today.